are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now throwing on first down here. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Second and 8 coming up. Second down, Howell now. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Howell throwing on third down here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Low. Hunter. And right away he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. He finds Hearns left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. 23 yards, the final tally. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal. Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him. Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal. And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense and have them put points on the board. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go with the option, coming right. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Low. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
1st down, Howell to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 16. Howell from the gun. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Smith, 39 yards. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Low. He's going to float this one deep right side. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
He's got a man. Complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. to throw. Low. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Low. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
and this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure. He released it, and it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Low. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. This is complete, finds his man Hearns. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
Touchdown, Washington.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, shouldn't we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Catch made by Slayton, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing on first down. Low. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as off play action. Low. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Back to throw. Low. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. And they'll run again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Commanders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
On first down, Low. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 10 yards out. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Howell out of the shotgun. Pushes him over. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on second down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They're stacking the line defensively, and they know what they have to do. They've got to stop the run and get the ball back.
I think the only people who aren't in the box right now in defense are you and me. I mean, that's about it. And it's the right strategy because they've got to have the football. They can't allow them to have any type of runs and continue to pile up first downs and run down the clock.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that
it's caught at the 10. A big play there for the Giants. And even 70 yards. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st and 10, Lowe. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looks like he'll throw here. This to move. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes, right side. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble, and they did.